Venerable Khenpo Tashi Tsering Rinpoche, born in 20 July 1958 in Lo village, Gorkha region of Nepal. He grew up in the Himalayas, where people live a relatively hard life due to the underdevelopment, lack of resource, and harsh weather conditions. Khenpo Tashi Tsering Rinpoche became a monk in 1968, back in his village, Nubri, under the guidance of Lopen Tsewang Nobu Rinpoche. He then studied Buddhist philosophy at Namdroling Monastery in 1979, southern India. He was among the first batch to achieve a PhD from Namdroling Monastery. In 1989, after many years of study and practice, His Holiness Peno Rinpoche bestowed the title of Khenpo to him. Peno Rinpoche's great aim was to aid all sentient beings, and Khen Rinpoche firmly inherited the magnificence and compassion of His Holiness Peno Rinpoche. In 1999, Khenpo went back to his village, Nubri, formed a previous school following Ribum Monastery. As how His Holiness Peno Rinpoche had done, so, in the future, they can continue to help and support more sentient beings regardless of poverty, race, or religion. Khenpo also worked tirelessly to spread the Dharma around the world, and at the same time looked after 300 students, the most whom are impoverished and orphaned from Himalayan regions of Nepal. In 2015, Nepal experienced an unexpected 7.8 magnitude earthquake. The former school in Nubri collapsed almost entirely during this earthquake. Khenpo's hard work was instantly ruined. Within a glimpse of an eye, the earthquake destroyed 16 years of all hard works. Transportation was entirely shut down. There were major challenges with the children's food and accommodations. They had no water, electricity, or food, and had to sleep in tents for weeks. In addition, numerous unfavorable voices arose. One can imagine how much pressure Khenpo was under, but because of his faith in the Dharma, belief in the blessings of the Buddha and Bodhisattva, with patience and wisdom, Khenpo resolutely did his utmost to bring over 300 children away from their home and found a way to establish a new school location in Kathmandu, the capital city of Nepal, so that the children could continue their education. As reconstruction goes on, students and teachers also had to live open air, sleeping in tents, and with the shortage of electricity and water for approximately 6 months. Nonetheless, Ngagyur Memorial School had gradually taken shape, a contemporary school that educates children from kindergarten to grade 10. The Ngagyur Memorial School in Kathmandu was officially opened in 2015. The number of students has likewise expanded from 300 to almost 700. The new school has become more stable and modern owing to the contributions of people from many walks of life and outstanding characteristics. Everything is gradually getting back on track. and have become better. Despite major improvements, the number of children grew rapidly, and the school's premise capacity was no longer adequate when it initially opened. More than 20 children were crowded into a cramped dormitory room. Kempo was highly concerned about the necessity to construct extra school buildings. It obviously required enormous amounts of money, but it is necessary for the children's future. In addition, with the large number of children, therefore food, daily living, and medical expenses, etc., were also increasing. This was a very large expense and still requires many financial supports. Still, there are many kind-hearted people and supporters from time to time, as well as the complete support of all great masters. In 2017, Kempo established Ngagyur Palyuling Monastery, for the school were running stable under the association.
Before we came to this school, the place where we live and journey we spent was very different and difficult. We got an education opportunity to stay forward in new journey about the learning and discovery. Most important, education has opened a new world for us.
Another wave of disasters and challenges. In 2021, due to COVID pandemic breakout, disasters and challenges again were coming one after another. The school faced a wave of greater suffering. All children in the school were diagnosed with COVID one after another. The school was unable to send children to the hospital for medical treatment because hospitals itself were also facing shortage of nurses and necessary medications. They could only isolate those infected children in the teacher's dormitory. At its peak, the roughly 40 square meter hall was packed with more than 200 infected students. The school had no choice but to provide them with nutritional supplements and to support their anti-epidemic needs. Kempo stayed in the school with the students and visited them from time to time. Disciples and teachers were worried about Kempo's health and urged him to leave the school temporarily. But Kempo always smiled and insisted on taking care of the children himself. Unfortunately, Ken Rinpoche contracted COVID and became seriously ill. Kempo suffered from extreme fever and he has sent to the hospital for treatment. The worried disciples did lots of prayers for Kempo's health recovery. Through these prayers and their beliefs, all disciples understood that Kempo had taken all the karma and suffering of all teachers and students on his own shoulders. All teachers and students recovered from the epidemic one after another, and no one suffered as a result. However, Ken Rinpoche struggled and went through immense pain. He repeatedly told his disciples to take good care of the students and maintain the school, but he never mentioned the matters of his karma. On June 17, 2021, Kempo passed away due to COVID infection. Not only the entire family of Ngagyur Memorial School experienced great emotional pain and its operational challenges, but also was a severe loss for many people and monasteries around the world. The Dharma assembly continued for 6 months with grief and prayers. As a result, the Ngagyur Paoyuling members invited people from all around the world for cremation ceremony. The formation of management team and the establishment of Ngagyur Memorial School. In the past, the monks and teachers of the school members can be focused on taking care of the students. Most of the financial support for the school was totally relied on Ken Rinpoche, who was normally raised funds through teaching Dharma around the world. Facing sudden passing of Ken Rinpoche, who was the sole foundation of the school, and major decisions regarding the school were often unable to be adjudicated and implemented. At this time, running the school was challenging and even faced the problem of running out of food. In order to carry forward of Khenpo's great wish and continue his legacy, the monks gathered a meeting and decided to form a management team, being responsible for financial support, school administration work, and human resources to maintain the normal operation for the school. In the past few years, with the efforts of the management team and through the support of kind-hearted donors, Ngagyur Memorial School has successively added library, computer lab, and additional 2-year junior college management and business classes. School management team has also arranged scholarships for the graduates with A+ grades and will raise furthermore scholarships to continue their studies in university. In early 2024, in order to make fundraise transparent and legal, the Ngagyur Memorial Foundation was established under the resolution of the management team. Every donation represents a portion of loving support and kindness from donors, which can improve the lives of students, keep them healthy, and provide them with better educational resources and environment. Under the foundation, all donations are transparent under the supervision and guidance from the Nepalese government. Kindness does not distinguish between language, race, and religious beliefs. Ngagyur Memorial School also advocates the virtue and inheritance of kindness. Because of the support from kind-hearted donors from all over the world, students can get rid of pain of the past and attend classes at school without worrying about daily expenses of tuition, meals, and accommodation. At the same time, we implemented the practice of kindness, compassion, and love in their daily lives. We believe, because of the continuous blessings from Buddha and Bodhisattvas, His Holiness Peno Rinpoche, our late Khenpo, and the good merits from N.M.S family altogether. The school has improved throughout the past years and is constantly improving. Students now has an opportunity to learn diverse subjects and activities, including cultural and pop dance class. Music instrument class, sports class, art class. In the future, after students graduate from college, they can contribute back to the society and bring more benefits to the needed ones.
We are deeply honored to be here and proud to be the first graduating batch of class 2 in our school. We make a Ngagyur member union association in a small step with a big stream. We can do our best in future upcoming matters, and we hope all are coming together and let's join this meaningful at once in the beautiful moment.
Entire Ngagyur Memorial School would like to express our gratitude to all the donors from their generous support and contribution. Because of your loving sponsorship, we will be able to fulfill the aspirations of late Ken Rinpoche Tashi Tsiring. Your continuous support is necessary for us to change lives.
We feel very grateful to our root guru's dedication toward us and would like to extend sincere thanks for the generous support. Recognizing his vital role in achieving success and providing hope for the future. With the help of your great support, we can keep learning, growing, and moving forward. It encourages us to aim higher for the achievement by shaping our thinking, behaviors, and habits. We promise to study harder, aim higher, and strive to give back to the others, just like you have done for us. As our journey is step by step heading forward with our root guru's blessing and your unwavering support so that we can keep going our journey. Thank you.
We wish everyone around the world a joyful, peaceful, and successful days ahead with good health and happiness.